Hey, last Sunday was fun. I hope you enjoyed the celebration of accomplishing our 2025 challenge as much as I did. And we also were able to send all of the balloons home with folks, except for the 4 that were on our ceiling. Hey, our staff took a moment on Monday to recognize and celebrate just what God has been doing in and through us in this past year. And just to let you know, I'm going to be counting those ping pong balls one more time just to make sure we got the exact number for our conversations with saints, sinners, and strangers. Man, I'm so excited about that. All right, I just want to say you're great. And I hope you already know that we need to keep these conversations going with people who know Jesus or people who know about Jesus or just people you don't know. These conversations this year were never really about leading people to Jesus or even bringing him up. The challenge was about equipping and encouraging you to become confident in speaking to people so that we can become more comfortable and natural as we become disciple makers. You know, people at MCC, people who maybe go to MCC twice a year, hint, Christmas and Easter, people whose faces you recognize and you know their name, but you really don't know anything else about them. This challenge was all about treating people like people who need to know that they matter to God, so they matter to us too, not as a project, as a person. We believe that God will take what might seem like small and insignificant conversations to us and use it to open up the possibility of conversations with eternal consequences. So keep up the good work. Oh, I want to make sure you know, November is Global Bible Month, and the goal is to encourage believers to read the Bible every day as part of a global movement. This month-long initiative, which includes a 30-day Bible challenge on the YouVersion app, is to help us engage the Bible and build a consistent reading habit. The goal is to collectively explore God's Word and its transformative power. Listen, you know, we encourage you to reflect on God's Word at least 4 times a week. And if you don't already have this habit, we want to help you develop it. I hope this will. All right, let's get ready for Sunday. You ever gone to a funeral and wondered, you know, about what's next for that person? Or maybe it made you think about what's next for you, or is anything next? Jesus' first coming was promised over 200 times in the Old Testament, and the promise that he'll return for his followers is repeated over 300 times in the New Testament. Not surprisingly, the most repeated promise in the New Testament. And isn't that the promise we all hang our hopes on? But it's also the promise that raises a lot of questions, and for some, concern, right? Like, when will it be? Are we living in the last days? What will happen? What about the people in the Old Testament, which, by the way, we talked about in our Romans series a couple of months ago? What will be the signs that Jesus is about to return? Now, listen, these questions and concerns, they're not new. They're actually as old as the promise itself. And the church in Thessalonica had questions about heaven. So, Paul writes about that in his letter in chapter 4, going into chapter 5. It deals with one of the concerns that the early church faced, and maybe a concern some of us have, and we need some reassurance. So I'm looking forward to sharing about that this weekend. And whether you're online with us or you're on campus with us, I'm really looking forward to seeing you.